kickoff in Week 9. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Sack. 81. Go.
Wentz now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go. 280!
It's our time. It's our time. Check.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Whip.
Run.
Watch the whip.
Forward, Tokyo. Here.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. Waiting.
Here we go, dude. Here I come.
Throwing is Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
Watch it, you go.
Two jet.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now wins. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
3 and out. 4th down.
The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They bring the pressure, and a very short kick. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. 280!
Two times. Hey, we are
5-9, 5-9.
4 down. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Zoo! What's that?
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Steps away. And it'll be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Watch the twist.
Here's Mostert. 22 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down?
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. All right, T. All right, T.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Mostert might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Brought down by Nate Gary.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Redskins.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 34. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Sunday. 82. Small.
To throw is Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Third down here. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Bunt.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
61. Matchbox lights.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And the Redskin first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Haskins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check hot, right? Hot, hot. Mike, 55.
46 down, man, 5-4. What's that?
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hey, box drop. Grip.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Check. Switch.
Tight.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Quick, done.
Mike 48.
Now Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Great. General West.
48, Mike.
Here, sit.
Silver. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Quick, done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This is Mostert. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Coming to you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You can't block.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On
first down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 57, 57. Brown. There, shoot.
Hey, Mike, 20.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 74. Mike 20.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rush in. There we go, Mike 20. Mike.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill. Hey, Delta.
Mike 20.
Wentz to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Running from the gun with Howard. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
4 yards on the
Sunday.
2nd and 6.
You draw corker.
43-yard line.
Hey, echo. Great 15. What's up?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
57.
Into the red zone. Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Eagles 31. Redskins 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 5. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, empty. Empty.
Wentz to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, back. 120! Hey, bunch.
Let's go, D, let's go!
Hey, kill!
Hey, let's get there!
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Kill.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And he connects with Ertz. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Eagles 45. Redskins 40.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Jumper.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And the Redskin first down.
Undercrunch. 36.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
One final shot for Haskins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get to